Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be making a bread pudding. So for this you're going to be needing a few ingredients. I will put the list of ingredients in the description box below. So I'm going to make a version that was recommended by my cousin. So she said to make sure I put butter on each slice of bread. So my mother calls this the bread and butter bread pudding. So that is what is going to be made. So of course I'm going to butter my bread first and butter each and every one of the bread. I'm using country crock butter because it's not really salty. Because I'm already going to add salt to the mixture. So you can use any butter you have on hand. If it's a salty butter, then you might want to eliminate the salt from the recipe because you don't want something too salt. Like you want to be able to enjoy it. So I'm going to of course butter each slice of bread, and then I'm going to slice my bread into bite-sized pieces. Or Jody did recommend, not me calling out the lady name, but Jody did recommend using cutting them in four. But my mother said them be too big, and them be really too big for chew because they did no hole in the baking dish as I wanted them to hold. So, of course, I kind of had to slice them a little bit more, as you see in the video. So, continue watching. So now I'm going to be mi mixing my liquid. So you could use whole milk or whatever milk substance you want, but I have a lot of evaporated milk, well not a lot, so big any, but I chose to use evaporated milk. So I started using one can, but somewhere down the line I had to add another one because I didn't have enough liquid base for my bread pudding. So evaporated milk, and I'm going to add condensed milk for some sweetener. I used a cup first, but I ended up using 2 cups because when I tasted it I realized that it needed more sweetness because it was also recommended. And I was given the recipe, or the recipe to some extent because I tweaked it a bit, to make sure it is extremely sweet. Of course, I just added a shot of white rum. You could use Bailey's rum cream, you could use a dark rum, whatever rum of choice, but the white rum gave it an excellent flavor. So now I'm measuring on my other ingredients. I'm going to be adding a tablespoon of vanilla or 2, and then I'm going, well, it's not really 2, so a tablespoon. As I said, taste along as you go along, so you know if you want a little bit more sweetness or a little bit, and I'm going to be adding my cinnamon powder. I am also going to be adding salt, and I'm going to grate a whole nutmeg, or almost a whole nutmeg. You could buy already grated nutmeg because it is sold, but I have the whole one, so I chose to grate it. So of course I added all my ingredients and I mixed it and I tasted it, as you'll see. and then I realized that it wanted more of the ingredients, so I added some other stuff. So when you're cooking or you're baking or whatever the case is, that raisin is going to be added directly to the bread in the baking dish. So as I was saying, when you're cooking, you want to make sure you taste as you go. Even well, if you've done it more than once, and then you might not have to taste it. But if you're not sure, it's best to taste as you go along, so you don't make any mistake and it has the right flavor. It's not too salty, it's not too sweet. Remember, I did say I added additional ingredients, so I'll ensure I put the full description. I'll put the exact ingredients in the description box below, so you guys can see exactly how much of whatever ingredients I added to it. So after I have tasted the mixture, I, as mentioned before, added additional ingredients because I wanted it to have a particular taste. And then I'm going to add my liquid mixture to the bread, and I'm going to let it rest for a little bit. That maple syrup did, did the thing, like it did something else to it. Right. So after I've added my liquid to the bread, I'm going to let it rest for a little while. I'm ready to. I was going to add the raisin, so I'm going to add the raisin. I'm going to move the bread up, shift them a little bit to make sure the raisin goes down. And I want raisin to be in every bite of the um mixture. So in the baking process, I put the oven about it was about at 300, but then it was burning it a little bit, so I had to reduce that to about 230 or something thereabout. And then it usually takes 30 to 45 minutes to be baked. Mine was ready in 30 minutes tops because it wasn't a lot of liquid to dry out. So I think one thing I would tweak is to make one thing I'd change is to ensure that next time I'm making this, I add way more liquid so every single thing can have be soaked right through. But other than that, it was really delicious, and it got thumbs up. So I hope you guys try.